So good evening, everyone. My name is Lauren Slocum Lahav. Welcome to tonight's event. We have people from around the world on this evening. We have people from Australia. We have people that are chiming in from, as I said, the UK, Australia, Canada, and here in the United States. And this evening, we just want to welcome you to this amazing, to learn a little bit about the company that we're with. And a little bit about our products and a little bit about what's available to you. So my first question is, how many of you would like to have more time on your hands? How many of you would also love to be able to say yes to more opportunities in your life, whether it be spending time with your family or spending time with your friends, or just having an opportunity to say yes to some of the things you haven't been able to say yes to? So tonight you're going to hear from a lot of different people. And I'm going to pass it on over. I don't know if Tyler, are you there? Is Tyler there? I don't see Tyler on the line. So is Tyler there? Nope, we don't have Tyler. So I think Tyler was going to be doing the presentation. So I'll share a little bit with you. I'm going to talk a little bit about our company and a little bit about our products super quick. And so I actually knew about this company back in 1989. Our company is over 45 years old. They created the first in-home smoke detector because over 45 years ago, the number one thing that people were dying of was in-home fires. They fall asleep with a cigarette or a radiator would be challenges, and so the in-home fire would happen. And so then the company created the first carbon water filter and the first carbon air filter. And they were looking for the next product. If you think about every home now has a smoke detector, a water filter, and an air filter. And they were looking like, what was a product that could really help people? And they realized that most people were not getting the amount of fruits and vegetables that we needed into our diet. The numbers always change. They say now you need up to 13 fresh fruits and vegetables every single day. And most people don't get that variety of fruits and vegetables. So the company actually, a guy named Dr. Smokey Santillo. His father was sick with cancer, and his father couldn't take anything orally, so he gave him implants. And watch that when he combines certain vegetables together, the energy, the synergy of the fruits and vegetables actually absorb more. And then he noticed when he combined other together that the energy stayed flat. So he's like, I think I've got something here. And he was on his way to go sell his product to Aveda as a powdered greens and powdered reds. And he sat beside a woman on the plane. She said, don't go sell it to Aveda. You need to go talk to these people in Memphis, Tennessee. And so he flew to Memphis, and he showed him his powdered greens. They put in some water, and they said, this tastes horrible. Can't you just put it into a capsule? And that's actually how Juice Plus was born. So the beautiful thing about our products is anybody can take Juice Plus from the womb to the tomb. And so as we have here, we have our greens right here, which are our vegetables. We have our fruit, and then we have our vineyard as well. The other beautiful thing about this is that dogs, cats can take the reds and the greens, not the purples, please. But my daughter's taking Juice Plus since she was 2 months old. It also comes in a chewable format that is nice and convenient and easy to carry in your purse or in your car as well. So for me personally, even though my diet was great, my gums still bled. And so after taking Juice Plus for a couple, months, my gums stopped bleeding. So that was really great. My daughter is standing right here. She hasn't had a sick day. She's never been on any antibiotics. We know that's not an, cure-all, if you would, but it was great with regards to because it strengthens her immune system. I travel about 160 days on the road, and I noticed as well that that I wasn't getting sick. If I'd have one day, I just got back from a conference, a Tony Robbins conference, and everybody was typing about how sick they were, and felt really good. We were in the front freezer zone, and we were doing no challenges whatsoever. So very honored to be a part of this mission. We are in 26 different countries. Right now, as we sit here, there's an event going on in Australia, as there's an event going on in Israel, as an event going on in Poland. So whoever that you know around the world, you can share these products with people. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over. I don't think that Tyler is with us. So we're going to go ahead and pass it on over for a couple people to share about their product stories. So who do we have to go ahead? We got somebody there? Kristen, you were going to share a little bit? Kristen?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. Would you please share? Awesome.
Okay. There's background noise. Thanks. Hi, my name is Kristen. I actually was introduced to Juice Plus almost 7 years ago by my best friend who fussed at me because I didn't eat fruits and vegetables. My vegetable intake consisted of corn, French fries, and mashed potatoes, green beans on occasion, literally. I was a chronic migraine sufferer, meaning that at least half of the month I had debilitating migraines. I was on preventative medication as well as breakthrough medication, and they were talking about giving Botox injections in my neck to help with my migraines. At that point, I said, no way, I'm not putting that stuff in my body. And talked to my girlfriend Nancy, and she said, are you taking your test that I sent you? And I said, I'm taking it sporadically, not really regularly. She said, take it every day like you're supposed to. And I did. I started taking it daily. And fast forward about 4 or 5 months later, it took me that long to realize I hadn't had a migraine. I literally was like talking to my husband at the time, my ex-husband now. About a few months later, I said, when was the last time I was down with the migraine? He's like, oh my gosh, it's been a few months. And it's amazing to me how when you get used to feeling bad, it becomes a way of life, and it takes some time sometimes for you to realize that you're feeling good. And so it took me 4 months to realize that I was feeling good and I didn't have migraines. That change ignited another change in me. I became a vegan at that point and changed my completely 360 degrees, changed my eating habits and my eating routine, and incorporated vegetables into my life because I was craving them at that point after I started taking the product. And it changed my life. You know, I've never had healthy skin. I've never had healthy hair and nails, and you know, my hair and nails grow like crazy now. My skin looks way better than I ever had in my life. So I know I'm going to take this stuff for the rest of my life. I'll never be without it. It has saved me in many ways.
Awesome. And your daughter's been on Juice Plus, I know, as well, right? Since she was baby.
Yeah, she's been on it since she was born in 2011. She's been on it since then. So
as you can tell, what's awesome is it helps with everything. You know, everything. There's nothing that good nutrition can't help doing. So awesome. Thank you so much with regards to sharing that. And I think we were going to have Yvette calling in at 2 in the morning, calling in from the UK. So thank you so much for joining us, Yvette. Love to hear a little bit about Juice Plus and what it's done for you as well.
I was going to say good morning then, because it is like 20 to 3 here in the UK. I'm always up late, but actually I went to bed tonight and I got up, especially to join you on this call. Yeah, so my name's Yvette. I obviously live in the UK. One of my clients I used to have a beauty salon because I'm a beauty therapist. My client used to call into the shop virtually every day and drive me absolutely crazy. So crazy that I actually said yes to the products, and she's still one of my clients now. And I always thank her for introducing it, because I was amazed just after 2 weeks, even though I was quite skeptical, to be honest, at first. I used to have really chronic IBS. I used to take this disgusting fiber gel. I don't know if you have it in America, but it's like little orange crystals you stir into water and it comes thick and jellified, but that didn't work. Nothing worked. So I used to be doubled up in pain in the mornings. I used to have to get up for 2 hours before I could go out the house. So after 2 weeks, that was fantastic for me not to have that problem anymore. Then I noticed my energy really went up the roof, and then I noticed a bit later on that my bleeding gums began to stop. So all my family are on it. My partner's been on it for probably 4 years now, and he works at Bentley. I don't know if you've heard of, you probably have heard of Bentley. So he's on the CAD all day designing the interior trim. So he's got a bent little finger with arthritis, but he does not get any pain. Lots of his colleagues go off work with a cold and the flu, but you know what? If he gets a slight sniffle, he just doubles up and it's gone. My youngest daughter's did have chronic asthma, and she doesn't have that at all anymore. She was on the inhalers, the blue and the brown ones. I used to have to go with her in the middle of the night to the hospital because when you've got asthma, you feel like you're being strangled with ropes, and it's very, very, very scary. But now she's off all the medication. And obviously when she was on steroids, it used to make her look bloated. You know, it looked like she was bigger than she was. And the friends used to call her beach whale at school. She's actually going to be on a TV program, which is inspired by Jamie Oliver. No doubt you've heard of him. And then Tasha, my other daughter, she has adolescent scoliosis, and she's not on the call tonight, so I'll just say her story very, very briefly, which was amazing for her. She was told that she could never run or jump on a trampoline because she's got adolescent scoliosis, which is like an S-curve in the back. And she's actually now even doing modelling, would you believe? So it just shows nothing's impossible. You know, when you put the right nutrition into your body, it makes a massive, massive difference. Okay, I know we haven't got much time in this call, so thank you for letting me share.
Well, I love it. You know, I mean, I think that the thing that you're all hearing is, as I said, there's nothing that good nutrition can't help. And that it really is a responsibility for us to share this amazing product with it. We also have a beautiful study. It's called the Children's Health Study. So anytime that an adult goes on Juice Plus, any child between the ages of 4 to basically a full-time college student will get Juice Plus for 4 years. So many of us that you've heard from already, I think that you're going to hear is that we're all pretty much mamas on a mission to really share this to get our, and there's so many mamas on a mission right now on this call with us. So I'm going to pass it on actually to the next person, who's another amazing mama on a mission, calling in from the other side of the world, and that is Sharon. So Sharon, amazing. I think four boys. So Sharon.
How are you? So Lauren, did you want me to share my product or my business story?
Whichever you would like to share. I don't know what you guys talk to. Whatever works for, maybe a combo.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So I'm an independent mama of 4 little boys. I've got twins that are 9. Willie's he's got Down syndrome and a heart condition. He's 6, and Tyler, who's 5. And I was always struggling, not just with my own health, my own energy, like back pain, knee pain, plantar fasciitis. I struggled about the idea of having to go back to work and not being able to be there to raise my children and have somebody else raise them for me. And I wanted to homeschool my children as well. So I was sort of stuck between, I'm either going to have to live on government support or I'm going to have to find another way. And then Juice Plus just fell into my lap. And I always say it's a big white box with a big red ribbon wrapped around it. And when it comes in your lap, it's a gift. And I think I learned quite quickly that when I don't share the amazing results Juice Plus has had, not just on my health and my body, like my results came within 3 to 4 weeks. No more back pain, knee pain, no more plantar fasciitis, I have no more headaches, I don't have brain fog. But what I love the most is my little boy with Down syndrome, Willie. Since he was a baby, when you would be able to feed him with a spoon, I could get him to eat anything. Once somebody introduced a hot chip or a potato chip to him, that was like the end of it for me. And what I've noticed, even the other night, like he ran out of the kitchen and he peeled a banana because he wouldn't eat the chewable. They'd have to drop the capsules in his drink. And he went and peeled a banana and started eating. I'm like, when you're a mama and your child is eating things they never would, it makes you start to cry. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Juice Plus. I need a photo. And it's, to watch him now eat off our, our online program, all our vegetarian meals and stuff as well. It's just incredible. So from a product perspective, I could never think as also product, Juice Plus was a 5-time world champion athlete. So from a product perspective, I've never been able to know anything that comes close to what we've got. From a business perspective, I reached NMD within, I think it was like 16, 17 months of being in the business. We hit 20 clubs last month, aiming for, I think what it's done for me is just given my boys and I every opportunity to be financially free. I don't know how many times I've come to America to spend time with you guys because I love you all so much, like my family. And that's probably the other big thing about this is in Juice Plus, it's not just about whether you can share products with someone, and it's not just about how good you are. Like everybody that is here before you is here to help support you and link arms with you and help you grow. So we believe in you before you believe in you. If the products make sense to you and it feels it's a heartfelt decision, then I say jump in with both feet and don't let anybody hold you back, because you're going to have people that will say yes, no, indifferent. Just jump in with both feet and just trust the people that have come before you.
Thank you so much. for sharing that. I think we're going to have you share a little bit. You share a little bit about your business. And a lot of times people go, it just makes sense. I mean, for me, I just knew that Juice Plus made sense to me. I knew that there was nothing bad that could happen with it. If my kids got a hold of it, that they and eat a whole bag of Chewies, I just knew that they were going to spend a little bit more time in the bathroom, or if I could double up if I wasn't feeling so well. And so I knew for me, it was like, who did I know and really care about that I wanted to share this with? And so it just made sense with regards to doing it as a business, because I knew I was going to be on Juice Plus forever. And I know there's a lot of you on the line as well, and I agree. It's totally changed my life to really have that opportunity to say yes to so many things I wasn't able to say yes to before. And to share a little bit about this business, and I'm going to introduce Manon, another mama on a mission, is going to share a little bit and explain to you, since the products just make sense, a little bit more about what's available to you, whether it be part-time or full-time that you would like to do with regards to Juice Plus. So, Manon, I think you're muted still. You're muted. Yes.
Hi.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, everybody. How are you? My name's Manon Bays, and my background is that I have a master's in medicine, and I worked in the ER, OBGYN, hospital-based medicine for years. And I actually really loved working in teams, and I loved helping other people. And I went home fulfilled every day, just knowing that I had done something important to somebody's life, and it just felt good, that I changed somebody's life. The part that I didn't like, and it was a bit of a pain for me, and it became more so as I continued to work in the hospital, is I had to choose 2 weekends that I had to work every month. And I didn't want to work any weekends. And I also had to choose, which did I want to work Christmas or New Year's? And I didn't want to work either of them. And then when I had a little girl, that pain became more so to me, because I didn't want to choose, did I want to miss her gymnastics meet or her ballet recital? How many people out there have to make choices of going to work versus being with their family or something like that? Can anybody relate to any of that? Raise their hand or anything like that and help me here. And so when Lauren called me, and she said, hey, I think I have something that would really interest you. And I said, it does sound interesting to me, but I'm a little busy. I'm going to be giving birth tomorrow. But she was very persistent with me, and got me on a phone call with Cheryl Cortese. And I'm forever grateful, because once I finally had it, it clicked and it made sense to me. The products instantly made sense to me, fruits and vegetables and capsules. And I've been an athlete my whole life as well. And so it's like, wow, why didn't I think of that? And I understood the significance of fruits and veg. And that just was, that was just okay. That was a no-brainer for me. And then with the business part of it, I was like, so you mean I could actually, with a strong work ethic and still really loving to work with other people and being coachable, I could create an income that could replace my income at the hospital. And yet I could still be a mom and work on my time and choose when I work. And I love that, because this is my office now. This is my phone, and that's my whole office. And that's, as y'all know, is very portable. And so the future for me feels really bright, and I feel so honored and blessed to be able to work with these amazing people around the world. And we're all moms on a mission, but how many of you have a mom? Do all you have a mom? How many of you know a mom? How many of you, you don't have to be a mom on a mission to understand that we're out here to help and change the world. And that's really amazing. What really grabbed me, though, the products were amazing, but then when I went to the conference, my jaw went on the floor, because I was so impressed with the people in the company. I mean, literally I walked around like this the whole time of the conference. Really? This exists? And I wanted to share a couple things with you that were really impressive to me. Can you see my clipboard here? Or should I write it out here? Can you see this? Can I get some bobbleheads or no bobbleheads? Bobbleheads, here we go. Okay, bobbleheads, we got bobbleheads, good. Okay, so just a couple things here, okay? Oh, you should see my desk. So you get to witness my medical handwriting. You guys, you have no idea what a treat you're in for here, okay? This is proof that I have a medical degree, okay? So it's a 46-year-old company, okay? And that really impressed me. It's also It's over 13 billion, 46-year-old company, over 14 billion in sales in 26 countries, and now we can ship basically all over the world. We're not just in the countries that we're in. Same senior management since inception, and 100% debt-free. And most Fortune 500 companies would love to say one of those 5 things, never mind all 5 of them. And that really resonated with me. I was like, wow, check it out. You know, that's impressive to me. And it's built to last. It's going to be here for a long time, this company, and with that senior management in place. And once you meet somebody like Jay Martin, you will understand what integrity really is, and mission-driven company with inspiring healthy living around the world, and to build a stable and lasting company that will help as many people as possible realize their dreams. That really just grabbed me. That was unbelievable. The thing, though, that really kind of was hesitant for me when I first started looking at this, when Lauren first talked to me, was, you know, that pink elephant that's in the room. Do you all know what I'm talking about, that pink elephant that's in the room? Can you raise a hand here and tell me? You know, is it one of those things? Is it one of those pyramid things, right? You know, one of these things? You know what I'm talking about here? And I just, do any of you even know what a real pyramid is? It just, you know, because it's usually, it's kind of an enigmatic thing. And what I wanted to just address here is, first of all, the company's 46 years old. So it would never do anything illegal, and I would never do anything illegal. So this is really important for me to understand what this really is. And what I realized, though, was that a real pyramid scheme is like, let's say I had this pen, and I sold it to Sharon for $5, and then Sharon sold it to Suzanne for $10, and Suzanne sold it to Kristen for $20, and Kristen sold it to Yvette for $40, and Yvette's stuck holding a pen that isn't worth $40, and it's just no product moved, nothing's happened. So when our company, what it is we're distribution. We have our own customers, and we help set up distribution channels, and it's the way to get product out into the marketplace. Okay. But what I would like to look at is a real pyramid here, is, you know, traditional businesses, whether you're looking at the government or you're looking at the armed forces, or let's say Walmart or CVS, a TV station, a bank. And let's just kind of look at this really quick. So let's just look at Walmart. Does everybody know what Walmart is? It's kind of a big retailer over here in the United States. Everybody kind of know what that is? So let's say at the top here, there's a CEO, right? And then below that, there's some EVPs, and then there's some VPs, and then there's some district managers, and maybe some store managers and some shift managers. And down here at this Walmart store, there's a girl named Susie Q. She's really nice, okay, and she's Susie on the till here. And what do you think it is for her chance of moving up? You know, she might become a shift manager or a store manager or something like that. But if you notice, it's getting skinnier as she moves up. And that's when politics come into play, you know, where people kind of edge you off. And how many of you ever are in a real job where you have encountered politics in your job? Can somebody raise their hand and show me that? You know what I'm talking about, right? People want you to rise up, but not too far, because they don't want you to pass them, right? And that's really, and it's kind of interesting. And what do you think Susie Q's chance of becoming the CEO of Walmart? 1 in a million? Well, let's give her some odds. Let's say 1 in a million, just like the movie, Dumb and Dumber. You know, she's got a chance, right? But it's pretty low. And where is most of the bonuses in this structure of business? Are they at the bottom, or are they at the top? At the top here, okay? And there's not really a lot of bonuses down here for her, okay? But I would like to look at our company here and what we do here. I actually feel like it's more like a triangle. And we all start here as a dealer, okay, for $50, okay? And the top position is NMD, National Marketing Director, and about 400 in the United States. And there's plenty of room at the top up here, okay? And as you move up through the marketing plan here, there's plenty of room, and everybody has a chance to move up. And as you move up, what's really amazing is that people are cheering you on. Unlike the regular corporate structure, people are rooting you on. Most of the people on this sideline that we're looking at here in this call, they're not in my pay line. I'm not in their pay line, and we all help each other out. It's one of the most incredible experiences when you really, it's genuine. People cheering you on, saying, "Come on, you did it, yay!" And it's just a wonderful experience. And in this structure where we are, do you know where most of the bonuses are in our company? They're actually near the bottom when you're starting off here, which is great, because it really wants to incent you, wants to like get you moving and move forward, which is really an amazing situation. And I think that's really important to look at. Hang on, I need my glasses here. I turned 50 this year, you guys. I'm in the best shape of my life. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you with you though, but so basically anybody can go to the top. And as a woman, I wanted to share something with you too. I just got back from GoPro and a really interesting statistic was shared with me. Did you know that around the world, women make 77 cents on the dollar to a man? And the United States is 73 cents to the dollar. And in our marketing plan, it's equal. It's an equalizer. A woman can make as much as a man. And I think that is really empowering. And I just, you know, that's something to think about and talk about and really just, what an amazing thing to think that our industry and our company is 20 or 30 years ahead of the curve for really equalizing pay. So the next thing I want to look at here, okay, you get another view into my amazing medical handwriting here, okay? So how does this really work? I want to talk to you a little bit about the popcorn effect, okay? And so here he is. We're going to have Lauren here, okay? She's smiling. She has a big smile and nice eyes. See that? Okay. And Lauren here, let's see. Lauren's, when she first signed up, she signed up a lot of different people, okay? And some people really just became, you know, some people, you know, what we say, 80% of our people, I call it small ball, do, you know, they just really take the product. I like to equate it to a health club where they just take the product and they really like to be a part of the club and everything, but they're really important to the business. You know, they take the product and just to get a better price. Some people do a little bit more, you know, they do a lot of business. They do, you know, like 15% of the business, and about 5% of the people really want to go to the top with an NMD. But, you know, it takes all levels and there's no pressure to do anything. It's really like you decide what you want to do. But let's say these two just wanted to have their family stay healthy and maybe have a couple friends join them, okay? And then let's say these two over here, they thought, you know what, they really saw the power of the marketing plan and they started sponsoring and bringing in a lot of people. They had quite a few friends who wanted to get healthy, wealthy, feel good, earn some money, and have some fun. And so then these people started looking at that like, hey, because usually people do what you do, right? So then all of a sudden, you have people who are kind of, it's like starts blossoming, and you have, I call it the popcorn effect. Have you ever noticed when you put popcorn in the popper in the microwave, and it just, at first, if you just leave it in there, it just doesn't do much, right? But then after a while, it starts popping and going crazy. Have any of you ever had that happen in the popcorn machine? Can you raise your hand? Yeah, me too. It's really exciting when that happens, isn't it? So what I want to show you a little bit here is some power of the numbers, okay? So basically, what I'd like you to just think about is, you know, do you know anybody who would like to look good, feel good, earn some money, and have some fun with us, right? Let's say, I don't know, let's say I just knew 2 people. Do you think you guys might know 2 people? Let's just say you knew 2 people, okay? And then what happens is I would teach those 2 people to find 2 people because they have 2 friends, right? And then those 2 people, so then you get, it's 4, and then you teach those to get 2, and you have 8, and you teach those to get 2, and you have 16, and then you teach those 16 people to get 2, and you have 32. And the total here, you have 64 people in the organization, okay? It's a pretty big number, isn't it? And just by only knowing 2 people who want to feel good, right? What if we increase this where I thought I might know 5 people? What if you had 5 people on Facebook who wanted to get healthy, look good, feel good, earn some money, and have some fun? Let's ask the question, what if you knew 5 people? And what if those people, you 5 people, and you taught them the same thing, right? Just to find 5 people. And then those 25 people found 5 people. And then those 125 people found 5 people. Wow, the numbers are getting pretty big right now, huh? And then those 625 people got 5 people each. The total here is, what do you think the difference is between those 2 numbers? To quote our dear friend Luke, who's an inspiration to me, that's a shitload of people, okay? But actually, the difference between here and here is really only 3. Because honestly, we just taught people to get 5 more people. Pretty powerful, isn't it? So here's, yeah, that is pretty powerful. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Pretty phenomenal. I love that. So the next thing I wanted to take you really quickly through is our marketing plan. Can you guys see what I'm going to do here? I'm going to call it the Stairway to Heaven. okay? Okay, and it's a little bit wobbly, but that's okay. So we get paid 5 ways, okay? First way we get paid is retail sales profit, okay? And then we also get paid commission, and the top commission position once you move up in 3 spots is 22%, okay? And then, and what you do here, we also have bonuses, okay? So there's a few different ways that we're paid, okay, bonus money. So when you first sign your distributor platform down here, can you see this, people? Okay, cool. It's for $50, okay? And what you do then is you basically, as a dealer, and you try to find 2 people who you think would like to look good, feel good, and earn some money with you, okay? So there's you with the big smiley face, and you get 2 customers, okay? And between you and your products, you do that, and then by the end of the year, you'll actually get a bonus of $100, okay? And you move up in the pay plan, and you get a 6% commission level, okay, just by doing that, okay? And you move into DD, direct dealer, okay? The next position, what you do then is you help 3 other people do the same thing. You see what I'm doing here? So each of these people, you help 3 other people get 2 other customers just to help feel good, want to look good, feel good, and just have some fun, try to get healthy. See, does it make sense? And when you do this, you move up to another position called the virtual franchise. You get another increase in commissions to 14%, okay? And through the end of the year, you get a $300 bonus, and so does your sponsor. So actually, you work with somebody who actually helps you get this and accomplish this, which is pretty amazing, and which is pretty powerful if you start looking through all that. Now the next position, there's and once you get there, then there's a next position is SC, and basically an SC is just a VF and 2 DDs. And what's a VF? It's just 2 DDs. It's all built on this. So you just trying to find 2 people, which is pretty amazing, isn't it? So the next positions up here are what they call leadership positions. And these positions here, when you actually move up into the plan, which is amazing, you get to NMD, they have a full benefits plan. And as an independent contractor, that's just amazing. You basically get corporate benefits, but at the top position. And that means a PPO plan of dental, health, vision, long-term disability. They give you college assistance for your children. And it's really quite an amazing plan. And I know it's one of Lauren's #1 reasons why she joined. She has such a big heart and helps so many people, but from a family perspective, she really needed that. And that incensed me as well. But, you know, it's really amazing. They just made an announcement that at the Q level, which is one before here, they actually also give those benefits to you from a health perspective. So that's pretty amazing. And as you know, living in the United States here, maybe the UK and Australia don't have this, but in the US, that's really expensive. I mean, I have to pay my own health insurance, and I have to pay over $500 a month. And that's basically just catastrophic coverage, and I don't get vision or dental. That's a really, really interesting thing that they offer us as independent contractors. So let's see. Is there something else that I need to cover here? I don't know. I think I got it.
You did a great job. It was a great job, Manon. And I think that you really shared there. I mean, it just makes sense, you know. And as you shared, a lot of people, we have so many people that are just raving fans. And at the beginning, they sign up just because it's nice to be paid on your own product for you and your spouse or everybody else. And then you never know when it might be the time that, you know, life happens, and making a little bit of extra money can be a big difference. Some of our top earners were just raving fan customers, and after a while, so many people started asking them, you know, how could they do this and share this with their friends. And, you know, you look at on our team, you know, Linda Evenden, she was a raving fan customer who signed up as a distributor and decided to just be a customer for, you know, raving fan customer distributor, being paid on her own product. And then a couple of years later, and now she's the #1 income earner in all of Australia. But what this is really about is really think about, I'd like for you to think of who do you know, love, and really care about, that you'd love to have more health and better, you know, wealth in their life, to be able to say yes to things. And I know I've said that over and over again, and we really want to make sure to keep this call concise because we value your time, but we also want to make sure that you guys understand this is not an opportunity, this is a responsibility to share this with people. you know, if anything, you know, if this made sense to you, fruits and vegetables in a capsule and vineyard, then make sure that you share this with people with regards to at least being on the product. If it's somebody who wants to do this and say, you know what, an extra $100, $1,000, $10,000, whatever that your goals are, something that you would really like to do. I mean, I got to tell you, it sure feels nice not to, you know, have so much, to have more money at the end of the month than more month at the end of the money. So, you know, I know for me that I was like, you know what, I have a lot of people to share this with. And now, I mean, it blows me away with what I'm able to say yes to. I'm a very, you know, very close to a 7-figure income because of this. But, you know, I hunkered down. I really thought about, you know, what could this mean? Not for me, but for other people out there. So putting other people's needs above yourself is a really big thing as well. Who do you know that doesn't have health insurance? That was my driving force was my health insurance because I was an independent contractor. We also get college reimbursement if you decide that you want to go back to school, not just your kids, but for you as well. And so I want to share real quickly, 2 people to share real quickly. We have about 7 minutes left. So I wanted these 2 ladies to share about what the business has meant to them. And first is Dr. Suzanne Sadie, one of my dearest friends, who I'd say was on my chicken list. And she's going to share quickly with you about what the business has meant to her. And then we'll have Sharon close the call out for us. Suzanne?
Hi, everyone. Yes, hi. I'm Suzanne, and thank you all for letting me share. This is kind of impromptu, but when Lauren asked me to share, it's like I am always a yes. My story goes back about 8 years ago. I was I started out as a raving fan customer, and that's kind of goes more into a personal product story, but it really has been something that we as a family, my husband and I are both dentists. We've been practicing for 25 years, 2 separate practices, and we have 6 kids together. And so, you know, we don't go a day without Juice Plus. You know, I've been working on a lot of patients lately, and so I've been actually doubling up. So where my business story really starts for me is, you know, back 25 years ago, I graduated, but my dream of becoming a dentist was even beyond that. I always thought that I would graduate dental school, and literally I thought in my dream world that I would be able to take care of my parents. I thought I'd be able to buy them a home. I thought I'd be able to take care of them. I thought I'd be able to lead this life of maybe not luxury, but I thought I'd really be able to say yes to a lot of things, like Lauren said. And when Lauren shared the opportunity, you know, the product with me 8 years ago, it really brought hope to our lives in terms of health and wellness. And I have a really pretty powerful product story. But, you know, I said no to the business side of it. And it literally, I kind of went up and down over the last 8 years with the business, because I didn't necessarily believe that it could replace my income, or maybe I was ignorant. I think that's what it was. I kept practicing dentistry, and over the course of the last several years, I just kept noticing that there was a trend, that I was working harder. I was working longer hours. Instead of working my normal 4-day-a-week work week, I was working 5 and 6 days a week. I was working 10 to 12 hours a day. My neck, my shoulders, my back, my wrists were aching and hurting all the time. And our overhead in dentistry has gone from 50% 25 years ago to about 80% now, which means we have a lot of month left and no money left. So sometimes we don't even get to pay ourselves. A lot of people think the cost of healthcare is expensive. The cost of dentistry is just as much so, because of all the products and all the technology we have. So I'm here to tell you that I have changed my mind. I am a mom on a mission to really open people's eyes, to open women's eyes to saying yes to this as a part-time business, like I have. I mean, it really is net time. I've been really talking to more people about the business side of it, and I have really seen for myself the examples in front of me. You know, the women on this call, Lauren, Sharon, Manon, sorry, I don't have my glasses on. So all of you on this call are so inspiring to me. And And I'm here to tell you that, you know, time is going on. I turned 50 last year. I wish I would have said a strong yes, powerful yes 8 years ago, but there's no such thing as it's never too late. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, it's so important to build a business now so that you can enjoy it later. What I'm seeing is residual income is something that's going to be so powerful for me and my family as time goes on. I'm always going to have my love and passion for helping people, creating beautiful smiles. But, you know, to be able to say yes to a business like this that can really heal them from the inside out, and that can really support lifestyle and dreams. And this business and this company is what dreams are made of. It's not, I was mistaken. It wasn't my profession per se. I may be able to say yes to more, and including, you know, doing more nonprofit dentistry, doing more in terms of healthcare, providing healthcare. But this is going to be the way I'm going to be able to do it, because I'm going to be able to, you know, create the life of my dreams. So thank you for letting me share. And I'd like to pass it back to Lauren.
We're just going to let Sharon, I'm going to let you just wrap this up in the next couple minutes. And I think all of you will see our passion for helping people, and that this is just, it just makes sense. So make sure that you get a hold of the person that gifted you to come to this event this evening. Check in with them. Think about, who do you know? Who do you really care about? And Sharon, I'm just going to let you close it out for everybody. Maybe ask everybody a couple questions. And we look forward to seeing you at our next event, everyone. Sharon?
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I love hearing everybody's story. And Suzanne, thank you so much. It's been so beautiful to hear you speak from your heart as well. I think from my perspective, and one thing I've learned when I come into Juice Plus is, if not this, then what? Like if there's things you're saying no to in your life that you prefer to be saying yes to right now, how could you make that happen? You know, I look at a business like this, and as you can see, I'm in the car with all my gorgeous boys. And you can do this business from anywhere, but to know that you've got choices. And people say, you know, money isn't everything, but money gives you choices, and money allows you to have things in your life and be able to gift other people that you don't even know, give them opportunities. So seriously, if you're thinking about, you know, doing a business like this or becoming a part of this incredible family, and you've got some questions that you need answered, I'd honestly say, please go and get them answered, you know. And if you're going to do something like this, I would say just go in with 2 feet, just jump straight in. You know, when you dip your toe in the water, you know, it can take a long time to get somewhere. But if you think this is something that's for you and you can feel it in your heart, I would say that jump in 2 feet first, and hold on to the hands of all the people that are on this call, in your upline and your sidelines, because this seriously is a family, and we all want everyone to succeed at whatever level of success that is. You know, I look at me, and I'm not even 2 years into the business. In another 6 months, we're going to be buying 20 acres of property. Like, I was living on $900 a week, and I was upstairs in my parents' little 3-bedroom upstairs unit with 4 kids in 1 room. And now we're looking at 20 acres of property, and, you know, dirt bikes and quad bikes. And if it wasn't for Juice Plus, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So if I could share from the experience that I've had, you know, the support and the love that you get, but the knowing that your pay is going to increase every single month and you can have choices, this is definitely it. So a huge thank you, and, you know, please just go and get your questions answered.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for coming to tonight's event, and look forward to seeing you all on another event that we do. We have our entrepreneur calls that's every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we have other mothers share the other amazing stories. We have our Getting Strong Started call. And anyway, look forward to seeing you again. And thanks for tuning in from around the world, Sharon and Yvette and many other people on the line. Good night.